Hello. I just want to give an example of what I'm learning. I'm in seminary for divinity, and my focus is in biblical languages. So that's what my main focus is. That I really just delving in for 2 years. I'll take Greek. 2 years, I'll take Hebrew, and I'm on my last class for Greek. So I just wanted to show an example of what I do. I'll just go through these 4 verses. This is the book of James, and this is my assignment this week is to translate the first chapter of James. And what I'll typically do is use my Logos app, and then I will grab the Greek translation of the New Testament from Nestle and Allen. Yeah, Nestle Allen. And I will copy it into notes, and then I will do in black text a rough draft, and I'll try to refine it in orange. And I use for guidance for certain words, because I don't know all the words yet, but certain words where I need help, I'll go to in Logos they have the Lexham Syntactic Greek New Testament, the SBL edition. I will use a lexicon, for example, Louw-Nida. There's other lexicons out there, but these are kind of the sources I'm using for this assignment here. So what we'll do, and fun fact, actually, James, the book of James, so this first word that starts off James in Greek, Jakobos, that actually translates to Jacob, but we'll say James because that's tradition has it as James, but this is the word for Jacob. So I'll read in Greek just to give an example, and then I will show how I got my answers here. Jakobos Theou Kai Kuriou Iesu Christou Doulos Tais Dodeka Phulais Tais En Te Diaspora, and then Kairing. So starting here again, Jakobos, we talked about already, it's Jacob or James. I'm going to translate it as James. Theou is the word for God. This word for God is written in this last letter, looks like a U. That tells me that it's genitive, so it's restricting. And what happens is that it's restricting the writer, James, to God. So it's James of God. So I'm have here of God. Kai has, depending on the context, it could mean and, it could mean even, it could mean also. So what I like to do is put the options there. And then when I'm refining, I'll pick one that fits the context. Kuriou would be Lord. It's also genitive, so it would be of Lord. Iesu, this is Jesus. This is also how you write Joshua in Greek. So, but this is, in this context, it's Jesus again, because Christou is Christ. So that tells me it's Jesus. Doulos could be translated as slave or servant. Tais would be the. Dodeka is Greek for 12. Phulais is tribes. Tais is the. N. This looks like an E and an N. This N. This could be in, could be on, could be among. It could be by sometimes. Te, this would be to the. In Greek, there's more than one way to write the. So I'll say the, but they're spelled differently. They're used differently, but it means the. Diaspora. So this, you maybe heard of this word, but this is typically in Christianity is talking about when Jewish people were spread apart, they were dispersed. So it's the diaspora. And then Kai, rain. So this is to rejoice. I had to look up this word. I thought it was rejoice, but really it's more of a greeting. So it's like just saying greetings, hello, or salutations. So when I tried to refine it, I wrote James, a servant of God, and Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes among the diaspora, greetings. So that's how I got this. Going down to verse 2, we have Pasan, Quran. This little line above, this looks like a long letter N. That's that little line, the way it's shaped tells me I need to add like an H sound. So it's He, Ge, Saste, Adelphoi, Mu, another H sound there. So Khatan, Peiros, Mois, Peri, Pesete, Poi, Kilois, and then a comma. I'm not going to go into what all the letters are, it would be too long, but I'm just reading it along here. Pasan could be each, it could mean every, it could mean all. Quran, joy. Hege saste, this would be consider, could be regard for yourself. Adelphoi is brothers, and here brothers is, it could include women too. It's like similar in Spanish when there's a group of women, but then one guy shows up, it changes the word to masculine. So this Adelphoi, since James is writing to believers that are spread apart, there could be women included there. So Adelphoi is just, it includes both genders. Mu would be my, Hatan would be whenever, right here. Pei rasmois, to test, trials, temptations. Peripesete, this would be here. This is the main root of this word is talking about falling. So you fell into or encounter. But the way it's written, this last portion here is called the stem. It's the way that the letters, the way they end in Greek tells me a lot about what the writer is trying to say. So it's subjunctive. So it's talking about what could be. So it says if you fell into, or it could be you might fall, or you might encounter, or you would encounter. So it just depends what the context is, but all of that is from this one word here. Poikilois is various. So when I try to refine it, notice again, each, every, all. I translate it to all, but I don't have that as the first word here. So when trying to refine it to English, I might have to, for the sake of just grammar, how to make it make sense better, I will rearrange. So I'm saying, consider for yourself all joy, my brothers, whenever you might encounter various trials. So it could be temptations, it could be tests. I'm going with trials here. And then there's not a lot of pressure. I'm not translating like an act. I'm not preparing a text for the Bible. This is just my assignment for homework, and then my professor will grade it. So if it's temptations, I've seen some translations, Bible translations that have temptations, but I've went with trials here. Verse 3 is genos kantes, hati ta dakimion, humon tes pisteos. Kater gazetai hupamonein. So this first word, genos kantes, its main Greek verb is gnosko, which sounds similar to te conozco, like in Spanish, like I know you. And that's what it's talking about, it's knowing. This last part, antes, would tell me it's called a participle. It's the way the verb is being used. So it could be while knowing, or while being known, or after knowing. So I just put the options there. Hati could be that, it could be since, could be because. Ta is the. Dakimion would be testing. Humon is your. Tes would be the. Pisteos, this is the word for faith, pisteo, but pisteos we have here of faith because it's written in the genitive form. Katergazetai, so he, she, it brings about, or it could be he, she, it produces. So this tie at the end here, T, what looks like an A and an I, these would let me know it's the third person singular, it's a verb, and it's also letting me know it could be a he, could be a she, could be it, based on the context. So I'll put those options here for me. And then I have hupamone, which could be patience, it could be endurance, it could be steadfastness. So when I refined it, I said, while knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. Verse 4, and I will finish with this verse. I have He, De, Hupamone, Ergon, Teleon, Eketo, Hina, Eite, Teleoi, Kai, Hala Kalairoi, and Meideni, Le Pa Menoi, in a period. So again, here we have two words starting off, He and De. De is called a post positive. What we want to do is put that first. So when I see this, and if it's near the beginning of this verse, I'm going to put it in the front here. So it's De could be but, it could be and. He is the, it's a different form of writing the. Hupamone, this is patience, endurance, steadfastness, with which we just had it up here, but now we have it again in this verse. Ergon, this could be work or deed. Typically, this is what you're going to see, but it could mean effect, it could mean practical proof. Teleon, which is perfect. Eketo, let him have. Bring over that comma. Hina, this is in order that or so that. Eite, it's a subjunctive, so it's could be, these scenarios could be as if, might, would, you are, or might be. So I have to be here. And then I have teleoi, which is mature. Kai, which is and, it could be even, it could be also. Hala kleroi, complete or entire. En, which could be in, on, among, could be by. And then we have medeni, nothing to. And then lastly, we have le pa menoi. So while being after, falling short's the word, or lacking. It could be while falling short or while being lacked or fallen or after falling short. When I refined it, I said, and let endurance have, I added its here, let endurance have its perfect work in order that you would be mature and complete while lacking in nothing. Thank you.